Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time, let me check my wrist. You can never get my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris Cross. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need a million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow, it's a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I've been feeling spectacular.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gold Reef City Snooker Championships, the Pro Snooker Series. This is the last event for 2022. On table one, we have Charles Jonk, the #1 seed, versus Hamza Mohammed from Gauteng, the #16 seed. This is going to be a very interesting affair. Charles, the experienced player, playing against Hamza, one of the youngsters, up-and-coming youngsters from Gauteng. And he is going to prove to be a handful to Charles if he does not have his game up to standard. The players just settling in a bit. I think they're waiting for the clock to strike down. They will start exactly at 10 o'clock. Probably a minute, a few seconds to go. And there we are. The handshake from the two players, and with the referee Stefan Steenkamp, who is from Sedibang. Very able and capable ref. He's proving himself to be becoming a good referee every time you see him refereeing. Very professional in his demeanor. Hamza Mohammed breaking off but going in off. Unlucky for him, and he's left Charles. He's left a first long ball here for Charles, but the black is obscured. So he might be trying to pot the red to come down for the blue. That's a lovely shot, opening shot from Shaw. And he is making a statement with that red. Passing it to perfection on the blue. Shaw is showing that he means business here. And he still remains the player to be beaten. From all the players that I've watched in the last couple of days, he still has produced the most polished game. And I reckon he's still the favorite to win this title. I haven't really seen Fakhri play. He hasn't had a chance because of a walkover against Faris Khan. But those are your two favorite finalists for this event. There are some good players there. Mutalib Ali is there. Kiyashamuli is out now. He lost to Mutalib last night. But Shaul, Jonk and Fakhri Khardin still remain your favorites for this tournament. A lovely break into the pack there by Shaul, but unlucky that he did not get an easy red, but he's got a red to the centre back. And Shaul's showing some real positive intent here. Shaul's showing some real positive intent here. He knows Hamza is a good player, so he will be up to the task. Hamza Muhammad. Hamza Muhammad has got a good opening red here, good chance at the table. And there'll be a lot of people streaming into this match. From what I heard, that the match between Hamza and Muzammil had one of the highest viewerships in this event, and I think people will be logging in here and going on the website to check Hamza. And the figure is it was over 100,000 viewership for that match. And I think if the people do know the time for this match, they will be definitely logging in to check this youngster in action. He's got a lot of support in Johannesburg, and he is a very able and capable youngster. But mind you, he's playing against Shaul Young, who's South Africa's #1 player at the moment. And he means business. A few safeties being exchanged by the players here. Nothing rash here. They're all going to be very safety conscious and try and keep it tight. But they won't hesitate to attack if they do get an opportunity. On table 2 we have Habib Iqbal versus John Eckley. And my co-commentator here is Cuban Woodley, the CEO of Pro Snooker. He's helping out here. Shaul having an attempt at a pot. Unlucky to kiss the blue. He's left Hamza Muhammad up. This is his first real opportunity with the balls open. Black is tied up, pink is open, and all the other colors are relatively okay. This will be a nice challenge for him to see what he can do. Ran a little bit short, but I think he'll be going for the blue. So Hamza just overrunning the white a bit there. But he is on a red. And he misses the red. He played the white to perfection there. Just not focusing enough on the red. And surely he's going to bounce on this type of mistakes. But Hamza does get away a little bit. He did not leave anything easier for Shawl. Shawl will be playing a shot to nothing. There's a red behind the pack. He'll probably be having a go at it and bringing the white safe down again in case he misses it. Okay, he chose to play the edge. Unfortunately, just catching the knuckles and not getting his white in the desired position that he would like. But nevertheless, Hamza will have to pot a good long ball to get in here. Youngster is not yet found his rhythm. I know he can play. I've played him before. He's a very good and able and capable player. But the nerves will be tingling a bit there. He's playing Shawl, the number 1 seed. He will be a little bit worried. Oh, that's a great red by Shawl. Nice control, just a little bit short on the blue, but it shouldn't be a problem. If this red close to the pink can go, he'll just run through the blue slightly to stay onto the red. And they're having a look to see if it can pass the pink. It seems like it's touch and go, but if it can't go, Shaw might play for the red on the left of the table here. But the way he's played it, it might be able to go. So for those of you watching the stream on the TV, why, and if you're close to Johannesburg, why are you not here? It's such a beautiful arena here at the Gold Reef City. You can be sitting up above the players and watching both matches. And watching live is always very nice. So if you're in and around the Johannesburg or Pretoria area, make your way to Gold Reef City. It's a brilliant atmosphere here. It's a good snooker here. So come and watch. You can bring your family here. There's entertainment for them. There's eating places here. Make it a family outing. Come to the Gold Reef City Casino Complex and come and enjoy the facilities here. Would like to also thank Gold Reef City for putting up the magnificent event here. My Day Brands, our drink sponsor, Purple Rain, our media partner, Basil Billiards and Q Masters for the great venue that they have set up here, and 360 Sport for the streaming. Look at the streaming quality. It's up there with the best in the world. And last but not least, to Andy Billiards, our clutch sponsor. Shawl has got a nice long red here. He's going to attack it, and that's exactly what he does. And is he going to get a nice kiss there? He was very unlucky. Very unlucky. He was just looking for a nudge on the red. And had he got it, he would have been on the pink. And it would have been very dangerous for Hamza. But now, Shawl might just be a little bit in trouble. I think he can see the edge of the black to take the white back down. Can he pot it? He might be able to. Oh, that's a lovely shot. It was a bit obscured, but he managed to pot it nicely. And is in with a chance to make the first telling break of the first frame. That's a nice touch. Just running that white a little bit too far for the pink, so he needs to use the rest. He would have needed to use the rest anyway, but now it becomes a little bit tricky. But I don't think it's going to be a problem for Shaw. He'll be looking to just come behind the black and come onto one of those reds out in the open. Shaw playing for the red here on the top cushion. So if it can go, that is the right shot. Just dropping onto it. And he'll be playing a slight stun to be on the black. I might even scream back. It might be very straight. No, he's not. He plays a slight stun. Perfect on the black. So he's got the right line on the black to get onto the next red. And Charlie is already looking to be in a dangerous position early on in frame one. He is on his game. Hamza's going to have to be playing well if he wants to try and compete with Charles. Charles opts to take this loose red off the cushion. It's not easy by any means, especially if he's going to play it with a bit of pace to get onto the black. But Charles is very proficient at these shots. So he'll try and stun it off the cushion with a bit of pace. And that was always the danger. Whenever you play a ball along the cushion and you use a bit of pace, the chance to miss it is there. The margin for error becomes higher. So there's not actually much margin for error for a ball on the cushion. One's got to strike it smoothly, cleanly, and not too hard. And Hamza puts a beautiful long ball. And he's not far behind, only 26 points behind. So he's well within reach with the balls open. Can he string a few points together? Who knows? Let's wait and see. Nice screw back in, but not much control with it. He wasn't exactly sure where the white was coming with that shot. Whenever you play a shot like that, and if you don't come off the cushion, then you don't have a definitive line on where you want the ball. A screw back over a long distance, you are always hoping for a nice kiss. Unless there's a ball on the cushion. But he was hoping to get a better kiss here, but unlucky. So he will be playing a long shot to the right corner bag, the top corner bag, or he might opt for a safety. And there he opts for a safety, but not getting the desired result. He was hoping to leave the white behind the black. And this is his second match on the table, but he still hasn't acclimatized to the beautiful fast conditions. These are the conditions that the professionals overseas play on, and these are the conditions that we have in front of us. Can we cope with it? That is the question. That's a lovely shot from Shaw. It was a bit of a pressure shot, and he missed it. There would have been a ball up possibly to the center or the corner. So now he's in prime position to extend that 24-point lead of his. Just stunning it too softly off the cushion. But he's got a ball to the right center bag, which he will probably use to drop on the blue or maybe just stay on the pink. It's a lovely controlled shot, and he's on the right side of the blue. Played to perfection by Shaw. With the 4 balls in the open, he's looking the favorite to win this game already. He's 1 ball on the cushion. I don't think he's going to bother about it immediately unless he has a perfect angle to dislodge it. He'd be looking to just stay on this red next to the pink. That's exactly what he does. All he has to do is just go through the motions and trust his action the way he always does. And Charles Yonk is looking very good to take a lead in this first frame. Nice touch, beautiful control. Charles shaking his head a bit, but shouldn't be a problem. He's got a red to the center. He's got a couple of reds to the corner here. And a lovely soft stun across the table to be on the red into the corner. It's not easy to, I'm not sure we can see that he can. He can roll through for the black, but he'll probably come back for the pink. Now he's staying on the black, choosing to move the white less and be sure of the pot. Very wise decision by Shaw. So the difference moves to 45. If he pots his black, Hamza already needs a snooker, and Shaw will not be leaving those last two reds also. He wants to pot everything that's on the table. There is a challenging red on the cushion, and there is a chance to remove it, but not an easy one right now.
Very comfortable with the type of game that John plays. And John is very comfortable with the type of game that Habib plays. So this is a very good matchup for either player. None of them are going to be stressing too much.
Oh, Shaw just taking his eye off the ball there and missing the pot, but Hamza does need one snooker at this stage. The difference is 52 with 51 on the table if he takes all blacks. So he would be wanting to try and pot a couple of balls and then looking for a snooker. And Hamza missing that ball, hitting the far jaw. A lot of players have been doing that, I've noticed. Maybe expecting the nap to pull in. If you're playing on club tables, when you're playing a shot like that, the ball pulls to the right. Being a fast new cloth, there's not much pull on this table, and it's ironed after every session. So you won't see the nap taking much effect on this table because the cloth is very fine and it's been ironed. So Hamza's just got to play a good safety and give himself a chance to try and come back into the game. He had some opportunities here, but Shaw was there quickly to pounce on his mistakes.
And the chances are that they don't go.
We all know Shaw's background. He has been a late starter on the SA snooker of recent. He played a long time ago, made an impression those days. And he's come back since the event of Pro Snooker that has brought some players back out of the woodwork, and Shaw was one of them. And after he's never could win the SAs before, he came to the South African Championships this year and he made his mark there. So it looks like the difference is too much. Hamza gives up, and we're on the next game. The difference was 52 there with two reds. More than three snookers normally, but I think Hamza already given up there. So Shaw Yonk takes the first game and leads 1 frame to 0 against Hamza. Hamza has had a few opportunities. You don't get that many with the better players, and you've got to take it when you do get it. So he'll have to approach this next game more positively, with more concentration. So Shaw Yonk is here on a mission. He's not here to let up. One can see that he means business. On table 2, we have John Ackley from Sedibang. He's a qualifier who beat Selvan Moodley from KZN, a seeded player. And we've got Habib Iqbal, who also beat a seeded player. So we have 2 unseeded players here in the last 16, which is very good for the game. It tells everybody watching out there, all the youngsters there, you've all got a chance. Why aren't you not playing the qualifiers? If you look at some of the players, I'm sure you would fancy yourself against some of these guys. So take your cue out of the woodwork and start practicing. Nice break by Shaw. I'm just not getting the proper line, or the strength maybe also. And he's left Shaw an easy red to come in. The black safe to the left pocket. It can go in the right pocket after the red is spotted. Can't see Shaw playing for the black. He will probably come down for blue or for one of the other colors. Not sure if he's got the angle to come around the black. I don't think so. Now big control shot by Shaw. Just running a bit past the blue. He would have wanted to stay on the blue, but there's nothing wrong with one of the ball colors, especially the yellow.
A lot of players cannot like it. It's a disadvantage. You get to chance to rectify your mistake basically. Because the now point will be rewarded. So you need to remember where you hit that ball before. And you just want to get
Charles just striking that yellow nice and sweetly, and he's beautifully on the red. He will be looking to run through off the cushion to stay on the black to the right pocket. And this is an ideal opportunity to get rid of that red close to the black on the left, so that he can free the black into both pockets.
it's going to be called a mistake. You should have not went down that line. He had the correct line.
And he just gets the perfect kiss. I'm sure you can see the black from there.
Can hit this. This is within his capabilities. He's letting a little bit of frustration creep in there, which he shouldn't.
Can Charles see the black? That is the question. Yes, he can. Seems like he can.
Okay, the original route. You've got this one.
Lovely shot by Charles.
Overcompensated.
Lovely shot by Charles. He's not on an easy black after this red, but he would probably try and nudge it slightly and come back for the black on the other side, or he would want to move the white completely. He's looking at the plant also.
Decision to take that, not take the left step, because when he caught the red, it made him leaving a snooker immediately. So, good decision. And just see where it obviously didn't get to the pink. He looked at where the pink was, where the palm was, where the blue was.
So Charles looking at that plant, looks like he's got to hit it on the right side
Shot by Bib.
to squeeze the ball to come out to the left, because the balls are so close together. It can possibly happen, and that's exactly what he does. So a beautifully executed shot by Charles. Unfortunately not getting hold of the white nicely, and he's put himself in a bit of a pickle here. There's no possible pot here. He's got to play a safety, so he'd be looking to sneak the blue with a bit of right inside and getting his white into bulk. See the light slight edge in. Played very nicely by Charles. So Charles not chancing his arm on anything. He's playing very careful and very strategically, and at the same time making use of his opportunities.
Mohammed, the number 16 seed. Sean has taken a 1-0 lead there.
Let's talk about Hamza Mohammed. He has been a bit inactive on the local amateur scene. He has been studying, and that's a good decision on his side. Snooker is nice to play, but it does not pay the bills. So he wants to get his degree or whatever first, and then focus on the game and enjoy it. I think this is his last year of studying, so we'll probably see him playing more snooker next year. I think he graduates this year, so. But still, taking time out to play these qualifiers, because he doesn't have to fully commit himself. And he's a very capable and able young man. He's a talent for the future, no doubt about it. Just playing a bit of a reckless shot there. Not playing very carefully there. He's got to watch out. You've got to show Charles some respect here. If you don't, he's going to punish you. He's still the best player currently in South Africa. He's the #1 seed for this tournament. He's the #1 ranked player. He's the SA #1 player because he won the SA championships. So he's still the man to beat. Charles checking all his opportunities here and working out which is the best way for him. He's looking at the red to go into the pink. The two reds on the left of the black are securing it slightly. He's got to be very perfect on it So he would rather want to come out for the pink. But he tries that, and exactly what I was talking about. I don't think he's on the black. Might just be on it. But it was always dangerous. With this fast cloth, his touch is good. I'm not too sure from this angle. One cannot see if the black can go into the right pocket. So the way he's playing it, it can obviously go. Just a touch of right inside. It was a great shot by Shaw. Oh, he tried to force it a bit. Unlucky there. So he was not exactly clearly on it. And he's given Hamza a chance right back into the game. He needs to just tread carefully and make sure one ball at a time. Just overrunning on the white a little bit. He's left himself a cut back into the right pocket. Always difficult when you're playing into the blind pocket. Always a bit tricky. It can easily stay out. One has to cue this very well. He's a bit hampered. It looks like he's played it very nicely. Oh, he played it at the perfect pace, giving it a chance to drop in. Well done to Hamza. That was a great shot. So Hamza has got the first opportunity. The second frame here, the balls are all lying relatively open. There's a few reds waiting to be picked. He's just got to control his white, and he'll have a good chance to stay on the black. Just needs to play it nicely, and he plays it perfectly. Maybe just running a little bit, but it's not a train smash. Can still stun it and stay on the red for the top cushion. So Hamza choosing to rather come round the table. He needed a bit more pace on that, and he's left himself a tricky red into the left pocket. The reason I say tricky is because the white ball, it's not easy to hold on for the blue, so he might have to go down for one of the ball colors, but he's got to play it very gently if he wants to hold on for the blue. And there's always a danger of missing balls that are not too obvious. So he was in prime position and he ran out of position, so that's always the problem with these type of situations. So Hamza has got a long pot here, but it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. If he misses it or he kisses into the reds under the pink, he could easily leave shot up. He doesn't have much of a choice here, but he's got to be looking for a safety here. Pot is too risky, and there isn't any easy safety up here. He's got the red here on the top cushion. If he can just lay on it and kick it to the side cushion, the red to the left on the top cushion. It seems like he's got a line to it. Maybe not. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. So he's even looking at the red that is potable. If he drops on it and pots, goes for a pot and just passes the little pack next to the pink and tries to get his white to the top cushion, he's looking at that option. It's not going to be easy. Pressure shot this. And Hamza chooses to play the safety. Just gets it a bit too hard and a bit thick, and his left shawl up. Unlucky for him. There was always a risk attached. When you're playing a soft shot like that, there is a drift sometimes on the table. So there is that possibility the ball can drift out. So you've got to always try and play it at a slight better pace.
Rolling regular one basket. Don't just requires a pink.
This game is still in the balance. Shall not in ideal position for the black, but he will definitely have a full positive go into this to try and stay on one of the reds in the corner, or maybe go around the table and take the red close to the blue there. That is an option for him, but he'll try and kiss into this red to stay on the balls closest to the pink. It looks like that's what he's attempting to do. And it's a lovely touch. That's the danger if he doesn't get the kiss, but he did get the kiss. So he's perfectly on the red into the right corner. Very well executed shot by Charles. We're already 31 minutes into the match. And on table 2 we have Habib Iqbal and John Ackley. The game is going to be decided on the pink and black here. Very close frame at the moment. These two guys fighting it out. Charles Young playing that ball very nicely. Nice deft touch. Hanging on to the black. Hanging on to the red to be easy onto the black. He's playing it a little bit too soft, giving himself a little bit too much work to do with the white. But he's got the option of kissing into the red with the pink to stay on. He might just choose to do that, or he'll stun softly across the table to play the red into the left corner bag.
I think one of our biggest disadvantages here as snooker players in South Africa is that we are not starting to play a few tournaments with time rules to prepare us for these pro snooker events. So, needless to say, some of the players don't know certain strategies, certain obvious things. I'm trying to play for a snooker year on this pink and black. I think I will give it up and try the next frame, you know, so instead of wasting good 20-30 minutes still being 1-0 behind anyway. We watched a match last night with the Mutalik Agli and GRC and Mutalik Agli knew
Lovely touch by Shaw.
when the clock was running down, and he used it to perfection and edged out
Shaw needs to make sure on this pink. And it's a little bit tricky to stay on the red, but ideally he'll want to screw back slightly to take the red into the middle bag. Looks like he might be trying to do that. Oh, he chose to come off the cushion. So he's on a choice of two reds, the red to the right middle or the red to the left corner. He will play the left to the red corner, much easier for him. So Charles Young just has to stroke through for this ball and make sure on the red, and he's on the black. Not a difficult shot at all. He's now left himself in prime position to seal the game at this visit. He's 29 points up with 4 reds on the table. He doesn't need all of them. He just needs 3 of them, 2 of them with colors, and he needs the 3rd red. And Hamza will be needing snookers after that. Nice stun up for the red. Charles would just want to punch it into the left pocket and leave himself a nice half 3/4 ball angle on the black to get back to the red into the middle bag. Or he might choose to play this red on the cushion But I think he would leave that for a bit later maybe. But if he gets into prime position, he might just take it now. Not an easy red by any means. We've seen Kiarshan missing a black similar to that, but obviously the red was closer to the, was more in line with the black on the cushion. So Charles will be looking to drop in on this red with a slide screw. Stunt screw onto the red in the middle. It's a lovely shot he's just executed there. He makes it look so easy. These shots come with lots of practice. And he's been putting probably the most hours from all the players that I know. He's worked very hard at his game, and that is why he's at #1 at the moment. Not to say the other players are not putting in any time. I believe they all are, but I think he's putting in quality time. He practices a lot of solo practice, and he fine-tunes his skills. So he wants to now seal this game at this visit. He's going to look to take the blue into the center, or maybe the yellow to try and stay for the red into the middle. You can just roll. I can actually pot the pink and screw back for the red into the left corner. That might be an option for him. But no, he's looking to take the blue to play the red into the middle. And look at that touch. Just a lovely, gentle shot. And he's perfect on the red. The blue spot is covered, so it goes on to the next highest available spot, which is the pink. So Charles is already at that stage where Hamza needs snookers, so he'd be looking to try and clean up and getting himself warmed up, because the more table time he puts in like this, the better for him. This is also part of his preparation while he's playing in a match. The challenge to clean up. That's what he mentally, you can see, he sets himself the target of trying to finish. Very polished in his approach to the game. And that is why he's #1 at the moment. It's a lovely shot. And he's left himself a slight angle. He can stun off the cushion, but the danger is when you try and stun off the cushion, if you're not very accurate, the ball can rattle out. And that's what he's going to do. But Charlie's usually good at his shots, and you see that's the danger when you try and play it with a bit of power. Ball wobbles out of the bag. So Charles Young wins his frame hands down, and he takes a 2-0 commanding lead. And Hamza is going to have to start making use of his chances. Not to say that he's not getting any. He's had a few opportunities. He's not going to get many against Charles. He's had a few opportunities, and he's going to have to start doing something if he wants to make a challenge in this match. He's 2-0 down. If he goes 3-0 down, with the time clock system we're using here, it's going to be very hard to come back when you're 3-0 down. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent arena for this event. Our drink sponsor, My Day Brands, Purple Rain, our media partner, Basil Billiards and Q Masters. That's our venue setup team. If you look at this venue, it's magnificent. It looks just as beautiful as the overseas setup. They've done a great job in this. Greta Steenkamp was very instrumental in this, and you can see she's very professional in the way she does things. Well done to her. And also to our 360 Sport and our streaming partner. The streaming quality is amazing. It's very much up there with the best in the world. The quality is amazing, and the streaming is not of substandard quality, it's of the highest quality. So if you just look at it compared to the overseas snooker, it's very comparable. Well done to the guys. And last but not least, Andy Billiards, our cloth sponsor. Thank you for your contribution to this event. Charles Young still not taking any chances, trying to keep Hamza away from the table. He has played it a bit thick, so he ends up running short of the bulk. Left Hamza a nice long red. Is he composed enough to pull it off? Because if he just stays there, I think he's on the black. Seems like the black can go. And Hamza gets a bit lucky there. He was so close that it actually went across the table and into the other bag. That's normally an indication of how close you were to the bag. So he's perfect on the black. But he's playing the run through there. Risking the pot there, playing it a bit hard. And if you look at the difference between him and Charles has been stroking the ball. That is the difference. The youngster maybe just adrenaline pumping a bit, trying to get onto the scoreboard. Just needs to compose himself and go through the balls nicely. That's all he has to do. But now he's left Charles an opportunity to climb in early. And Charles really wants to seize every opportunity he gets. He's playing thoroughly professionally. Not one to waste about time and mess around. He wants to get the job done. He wants to get the business done. Sure of his angle. Charles standing up. And it's a lovely control shot by Charles, staying on for the black. Charles will want to come across the table to the right here and come onto one of these two reds on the right side. And so doing that, in trying that, he actually misses the black. Usually very focused, very unlike Charles to miss that ball. But he is giving Hamza opportunities and he's not taking it. Hamza trying to play a good safety there, getting close to the cushion. And leaving Charles a shot to nothing here. He's going to have a go at the shot and try and come around the table back down. So he'll have a full go at this. Oh, very unlucky there, just missing it. So he's left himself but safe. He's gotten away with that. And normally the players say, you know, that the guy gets lucky, but it's a question of fortune favoring the brave. Oh, that's a beautiful pot bounce side. It was a very difficult cut into the center, completely blind pocket. And it was not easy to control the white. He's left himself half a chance to pot the green, so good pot there by Hamza. Good red, good opening red by him. And he knows he's going to have to do something here. It's a beautiful, gentle shot. He's now starting to realize how he has to stroke. He has to stroke the ball. He was hitting a little bit too hard earlier. And when you stroke the ball here, it makes a huge difference. They're hitting just a bit too hard and then running out of position again. And if you watch Charles, that's not how he plays his game. He's got these deft touches. So I don't understand why the people are not learning from him. Everybody wants to just hit too hard. The cloth is fast. One needs to just stroke that ball and try and hold the white ball. You don't want too much movement on the white. But nevertheless, he pots a good yellow. He's onto the red, but it's not getting easier, the break. It's a lovely pot and a nice touch on the black. But now, what happens now? He's stuck now. He's got to play a power shot to come back for the red to the left of the table. Not easy by any means. You're always risking the black when it's close to the cushion if you play a power shot. Choosing just to stay there, very wise decision. The more you force the balls, the more difficult it becomes for you to pot the balls. So he's now going to play a double back into the corner and play a safety down with the white. Just not getting hold of the white properly to get it right down the table, but not leaving anything easy for Charles. So Charles will probably be playing a safety to go back down. He's looking into the back for a possible set. Hamza's taken a slight lead in this game by 16 points to 1. Charles going to go for a shot to nothing, go for that ball in the pack and come down back with the white. That's exactly what he does, but the set was nowhere near in his anticipation of where it was going. But he has left a good white. I don't think that red is open. It might be open. Very risky, but it is close to the bag. Just throwing a bit of his shoulder into the shot there. A little bit of tension creeping in there. And a good white for Hamza, getting away a bit with that mistake of his. So he's still in it, this third game. Not out by any means. The balls are all in the open. Whoever gets in first can possibly make a break, but Charles is not one to let up easily. Plays a very, very good safety and throwing the ball back into Hamza's court. What is he going to do now? And Hamza plays a beautiful shot going down. Oh, very unlucky there. That was a beautifully executed shot. He just did not read the pace correctly. The stable's lightning fast. Very, very unlucky to go in off there. Had he got close to the cushion, Charles was in trouble. So now Charles has got his hand on the table with a couple of reds that are quite easy. So he's going to want to make a sizable break here to get right back into this frame. And knowing Charles, he's not going to let up and not take this opportunity. He's been itching to make a serious break here, and this is his first real good chance in the 3 frames that he's played. Let's see what Charles can do. So he just soft touches, nice control, minimal movement on the white. That's the secret to Charles' game. He's assessed the situation the best from all the players, and that's why he's the best player at the moment here. Number 1 ranked, defending champion. He's going to be the guy to beat.
Just open up the net a little bit. We have a good chance to win on green there. Got a few points. What? He has a pink. So
Charles just overrunning, getting a unlucky kiss there. So it's not going to be easy for him, but he is going to play the red. He will go for the red to the right, to the left pocket, I think. Looks like he will play it. And he will be dropping onto the white, should he be potting it, into that lovely shot. So he's back. That's a good recovery from Charles. He's back in prime position to continue the break. Charles also struggling with a bit of the pace of the table. This cloth is much faster than the last couple of cloths we've played on. It's a very good cloth. It's comparable to the overseas cloths that the professionals play on. So one's just got to get used to these conditions. Ideally, you would want to put this on your table to practice with it. And then you can have no excuses when you come here. So anybody that's got a table out there, don't forget, get yourself an Andy cloth. I wouldn't recommend it for the faint-hearted, but if you want to play good snooker, this is the cloth to put on your table. It will be available, I think. I think the stockers for this cloth are Q Masters. I think they are the stockers for this cloth. If anybody got inquiries, contact Q Masters. I'm sure it's available on their web shop. This cloth was used in the World Games event earlier this year. So it must have been tested and tried. And lovely shot by Charles, taking the 2 tight reds off the cushion. He's got all the reds in the open now. So now things are looking ominous and looking dangerous for Hamza, because Charles has now taken all the safe balls off the cushion and he's going to be focusing himself to make this break. And he's looking to make a break in this match. Oh, it's just as I say that Charles misses a relatively easy ball in the middle bag. That's called the commentator's curse once again, but I didn't expect Charles to miss that. I don't think anybody expected him to miss that ball. So The difference is only 8, and Hamza's got a shot at this. Has he got the temperament to take this opportunity? He needs to. Nice touch on the pink to open the other reds. Just playing it a bit too hard, but he is on the red into the middle. The pink will be tied up. Can't go into any bag from what I can see. It looks like the red is also tied up. Is the pink not maybe spotted too much? I think the referee needs to respot that maybe, and he can have a look. But it looks like the pink is obscuring the red to the middle. I'm having a look again, so he did not play that to the best of his ability. But unlucky also. Remember the pace of the table. He's not used to that. He plays on much slower tables. Plays mostly at the Forsberg club. I don't think they've got fast clots there. And I don't think any table in the country's got fast cloth like this. These professional conditions are only available on these professional tournaments. You won't get this scenario anywhere unless you custom fit your table and have conditions like this. So one's got to consider that Charles does not even have these conditions, and he's doing well to cope with them. That's a lovely shot. One of the best players in South Africa on these conditions would have been Peter Francisco. It's a pity he's not playing here. I think he would have, with a bit of practice, he would have given the guys a very hard time. Not everybody's cup of tea this, and Peter being one of the best players on these conditions for South Africa over the last 2 decades when he was on the pro circuit overseas. So I hope he will consider coming in the future, get himself a good sponsor. He would revel under these conditions. And a lovely stun shot for the black. So Charles, with his second opportunity with the balls open like this, and he's not going to let up here. Lovely control, soft stun of the cushion to stay onto the black. You'd want to get to stay a little bit straightish on the black to get to those reds close to the pink. And he's played it nicely, just maybe a bit short. So he would be tempted to either go in the reds or come off the right cushion to stay onto the red on the left of the table. Looks like he's choosing to go into the cluster of reds there, or maybe just trying to screw back behind the reds. Trying to stay for the red to the middle. Very dangerous shot. And sometimes when you try and get the position, you compromise the pot by trying to steal a bit of pocket. These pockets are good, nice size pockets, but they're not buckets by any means. They're not very big. They look big, but they're not. If you just catch the edge of the rub a little bit, it stays out. There's only 18 points. That's it. No, sorry. He's 17 points behind, so he's not far behind. Not doing much with his opportunity, Hamza. Not playing composed like he usually can. Charles Jonk will try and play safety, get the white close to the yellow and green.
Very, very clever shot. Very clever shot.
And playing it perfect. Look at that. He's got Hamza in trouble here. He's got a snooker. I don't think any reds available. A slight fortuitous kiss there, but his intention was always to get it behind the green or yellow. So Hamza will be trying to swerve the ball, very dangerous swerve this. If he does not get the swerve in late, he might miss the ball, and that's exactly what happens. So the target is big of the cushion, of the side cushion. I don't know why he's not playing off the side cushion, bottom cushion, to come from behind. He can't do that. He's got a lovely angle there. It just hits straight past the yellow to the right bottom cushion here.
Tip number 2. Bit close. Gonna touch the black ball. 11 points all gone. Gonna go for attempt 3.
On my right hand side, we have table 2 there. We've got Bobby Habib Iqbal playing against John Ackley. He's also in a similar snooker situation, and it seems like he's struggling also to come out of these snookers. The guy is just not reading the line properly.
Not adjusting correctly.
They're either hitting too little or too much.
A little bit short onto the cushion. But now John is not going to take the miss because he can punt his red. And if he really wants to be nasty now,
Hamza keeps playing that shot.
this is behind the black.
Because of the distance, this ball swerves and then straightens out. So he's got to really dig into it to get the swerve to be effective. But because of the slide on the cloth, it's the right hand side on it swerves initially, but it just goes back out. So he's got to swerve it deep. But this is unnecessary mistakes from Hamza. But this is experience. As a youngster, I'm sure he'll learn from this. He'll go back to the club and practice his shots. But the easy shot would be to come off the side cushion, bottom cushion, and hit the red from behind. That would be the easy option. It seems like he's got the perfect line to do it. I don't know why he's not choosing that line. And the swerve is dangerous also. If he connects that ball, the red, a bit thickish, the white ball can go in off. So it's not the right shot at all. So it'll be interesting to see if he does hit the ball, what happens to the white. Still not hitting it. It will keep swerving out unless it digs into the ball properly. It's got to play it off the side cushion. So the difference is now creeping up to 29. Stefan Steenkamp, the referee, being very meticulous in placing the white, making sure that he puts it exactly in the same position. He does not want to advantage or disadvantage either player. Stefan very professional in his approach. Finally, Hamza is choosing the correct line. And look how easy was that. Had he just played that in the first place, he would have saved himself 16 points. But he's learned. I'm sure he will learn from his experience. Good player, very capable and able player. He is a player to watch out for in the future. I think the next time around he plays Shaw, he's going to be more aware and less nervy. This is his first time against a top player of this caliber in a tournament. Shaw not taking any chances, playing a cut to safety. So it's looking like Shaw's in the driving seat in this frame. Anything can happen, but Hamza has not shown us that he's capable of cleaning the table. And Shaw pounces on any mistake that he makes. That's a beautiful shot by Hamza, just a bit unlucky. I think both reds are available. Shaw will be looking to just touch the red to the bottom and send the white down. Oh, he played a cut back to safety. Very good attempt, but the risk to that was he leaves a chance for Hamza. Not an easy chance, but it is a chance. This is normally Hamza's strength. Is he going to show us that he can pot these balls again? Lovely shot. This is what I know the youngster to pot. He pots those balls with ease. Just needs to get himself composed, and he needs to be calm. He'll be trying to play this black off the top cushion, of the bottom cushion here. Getting a good position, but not making sure on the pot. Hamza shaking his head, not wondering now what's happening here. Why is he missing these balls? He's in unfamiliar territory here. Can't understand what's happening. Lovely shot by Shaw. That shot seals the nail in. Hamza needs already snookers here. 29 points of difference. Shaw will not be wanting to waste time. He'd want to take a big color here, either the black or the pink, to take the frame completely out of reach.
Took 4 balls to get there. I think he should have came out with the side cushion.
So if Shaw pots his pink, then Hamza needs 3 snookers. Three snookers to win the frame. And Shaw misses. So right now it's still 1 snooker for Hamza, and he's not in prime position, but he's got a good opportunity here. He's got a chance here to sneak.
Then he left hand. So he's really not comfortable with the rest as well. And I'll tell you what, I admire a guy
That looks like a good shot. I think he's got the snooker, not
who's entered
that kiss.
on a qualifier, come here and beat a seat. Horrible foul there by John. He moved his cue so far off the line that he hit the brown, and the ball went all the way into the pocket, and it's left a free ball. So
29 points of difference. Hamza still looking for a snooker. Shaw will be looking to cut this ball in and take the frame out of reach of Hamza.
taking an opportunity to lay another snooker.
Lovely pot.
Later, bring the yellow into play. I don't think so. Some of the top players would have done that. They would have just taken the free ball and potted the green and probably end up here at the table. But I think we went to his method and the way he
That's a lovely pot by Shaw, making sure of this frame and taking it completely out of reach of Hamza now. So Shaw takes a lead of 3-0 this morning. Hamza had his opportunities early on, not capitalizing, missing a few chances. It's definitely the unfamiliar conditions, the bright lighting, the fast cloth, all unfamiliar territory. So, and at the same time playing the number 1 player and the champion, Shaw Leong, which can be very intimidating. But the youngster will learn, and he will be back,
takes the 10 point.
and he'll be a better player. We all know he's a very capable youngster. He's 3-0 down. He's still got an hour and a half, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be very challenging to catch up with Shaw Leong, to beat him now. It is possible, but you have to pot balls. Once you've got to pot balls against Shaw, you can't miss balls. So Shaw is 3-0 up at the stage, looking to try and finish early. Not taking any prisoners, going about and doing his business, what he has to do. Not playing his best snooker, to be honest, but he's doing what he needs to do. And he'll be there waiting. And hopefully his game will be stepping up as he goes further into the tournament. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent tournament. My Day Brands, our drink sponsor, Purple Rain, our media partner, Basil Billiards and Q Masters, our venue setup team, 360 Sport, our streaming partner, and Andy Billiards, our cloth sponsor. Thank you to all of these for supporting this event. Stefan just polishing the table up, cleaning the white, getting ready for the fourth frame. Charles Yonk, the number 1 seed, playing the number 16 seed Hamza. Charles Yonk is 3-0 up at the stage.
We with 19 points to the good. He did that wrong, he did that wrong.
The players taking a short bathroom break. On the table here, on next door, table 2, we have John Ackley and Habib Iqbal playing. They've only managed to finish 1 frame at the stage. They are on the colors of the 2nd frame, but it seems like it's a struggle for both players. Both players very safety orientated, not attacking at all. So it's going to be very interesting to see how things pan out on that match. It looks like the result might be 1 each. But the difference on that side is only 19 points. Anything can still happen. The brown is up. So if John Ackley clears up, he can take a 2-0 lead. But it can go to 1 each. So I can't see that match finishing before the allocated time. They will probably stop on the clock at 12:30. Charles Yonk is back from the bathroom. I think Hamza is already there. He'll be now looking to polish up his break building, his game. He wants to finish off and just do the business. That's all what Charlie's about. He's not one to mess around. Nice clinical break by Charles. Just a bit short on pace, but a good white nevertheless. Nothing left open for Hamza. He'll have to play return safety. Does not catch the pack too thick. He wants to catch it a bit thin. When you catch it a bit thick, that's exactly what happens. Your white does not go down, and he leaves Charles an early chance to get back to take an early lead in this 4th frame. Charles is trying to steal a bit of angle there, unlucky there, leaving the ball in the bag. Another opportunity for Hamza, but the black is not open. What can the youngster do? Charles Yonk looks like he's going to just touch the red and go back down. One on the left side of the pack. Getting a nice kiss to go behind the brown. And not snookering Hamza, but leaving only a fine edge available. So if he hits the fine edge, he'll go nicely down back the table. Hitting it too fine, maybe too hard. So the white will come back up unless it stays behind the green. No, he leaves the line up to the red. But not easy for Charles. He'll have to power screw this back to the blue. The black is closed to the left pocket. So just not settled in this frame yet. So getting a nice opportunity. Nice spot from Hamza, just over screen for the blue, but he's on the black, not easy to make sure. Lovely pot. Just not holding the white every time, playing just too hard. Just needs to stroke a little better. But he'll get the hang of it. He's still young. He'll learn soon enough how he has to play on these tables. Not everybody's cup of tea. The more you play on it, the more proficient you become. It's obviously a lack of experience on these conditions. He's a good potter, but potting under pressure all the time, not easy. On table 2, as we predicted earlier, the scores are 1 each now, after an hour 15 minutes. So that match is definitely not going to go the distance. It will be decided on the time, on the shot clock. Time stops at 12:30. Whoever is leading the frame scores at that stage will win the game. If the frame scores are equal, whoever's leading the game scores will win the frame, will win the match. So both these guys will be chasing this game. Trying to get an angle into the pack there. He'll be looking at trying to pot the yellow. Nothing else is up there in the pack. So he needs to develop the balls. He's looking at the blue. The blue is in a good position to open the balls. Just making sure there's no set into the corner bag. So Charles Young will be looking to attack this blue into the pack. Lovely attacking shot. Oh, Charles was very unlucky. That set was not on. It got a kiss from another ball and went in. So very unlucky from Charles. He was trying to get in early there, trying to do some damage. But he gives an opportunity to Hamza. Mohammed, let's see what he does. Hamza not even coming close to the pot. Maybe dropping his shoulders a bit. Oh, being 3-0 down. He's got to remain positive. He's such a good player, got so much ability. He's just got to believe in himself and play to the best of his ability, whatever happens. For all you youngsters watching out there, the ones that play pool and other Q sports, this is the Rolls Royce of all Q sports. Everybody knows that. It needs no introduction. And there are some good youngsters out there. You'll never know if you don't have the talent unless you try playing this game. And this is what Pro Snooker gives you. It gives you this opportunity to come and showcase your talent. So in every area in this country there are qualifiers. Try and get into these qualifiers and see what you can do. You never know. You might have the talent for this game. There are some very good youngsters playing pool and very talented. They need to give themselves an opportunity and try Pro Snooker. Try and get into snooker. It's a difficult game, but it's a very enjoyable game, very challenging, very addictive game. Once you start playing this game at a certain level, you'll not want to stop. So it's a challenge to all you youngsters out there, especially the pool youngsters. Try this game out and see what you can do. And I'm sure you will enjoy it. Charles Young showing some good control there, nicely on the blue to the middle bag. Nice screw back for the reds to the right pocket. So Charles wants to extend this lead. He's not here to mess around. There's a couple of reds in the open. Pink and black out of commission, so he'll be looking at the blue every time.
there. Also quite impressed with Richard Holiday showing his cards on the table. He performed quite brilliantly yesterday. And I haven't seen Richard play in quite a long time. Just only been seeing him play 9 ball, Chinese pool, but I've not seen him play slow.
Oh, Charles almost got enough on that shot.
It's,
He was trying to miss the pocket, the jaw, and come back up the table for this red on the left. So he's left himself in a very tricky position. The referee's looking to see if it's caught behind the jaw. If it is, he might be snookered on the reds. If he's stuck on the jaw, he might be snookered on all the reds there. But it looks like he can see the red on the left. But I don't think so from the looks of it. He's stuck behind the jaw there. You have to play off the cushion, so he's in a snooker. This will be called a foul in a mess. The referee will definitely be putting it back. If Hamza can see this ball in the middle, he might choose to go for it, but I don't think so. I think he's going to put it back. It'd be wise to do that. It's not an easy chance that he's got. There's only one red really available. It's the one to the left of the pack.
Such a wonderful game. I mean, Habib is not been in formalized snooker very long. I think it's just about a year.
Oh, that's a great shot by Charles. He's left the red up for the youngster, Hamza Mohammed. But it's not easy to get into the color, but it's a good opportunity to try and develop the pink. By putting this red on the bottom of this little pack, it will nudge the pink out, but he's playing it safe. It's rather going for the long red to stay on the brown or one of the colors, and he's playing safety. So the youngster learning a bit from his experience and rather waiting a bit. Wise decision being 3-0 down. But in the end, if you want to win the game, you have to pot balls. And sometimes you have to take those opportunities that present themselves. Hamza's got another chance at the table. Charles Young making unforced errors here. So Hamza's still not getting hold of the white. Just not getting hold of the white properly. Spotting, getting the chances, but not making use of those chances. He will be looking to play a safety of the black, or maybe a long pot on the green. He needs to play a good safety of the black, get the white behind the brown and yellow. Needs to still wait. Can't be in a hurry. He's only 8 points behind. In this game, you can't hurry to win. You've got to wait. And that's a very good shot. Just a little bit pacey, but it's still a good shot. Nothing easier for Charles. Charles will have to put a great shot to get in, but he would rather choose the shot to nothing safety. He'll try and cut the red into the right pockets here and take his white back down. That's the type of game he plays. Oh, he just misses the red completely and hits the pink. So I don't think Hamza will take the foul in the mistake because the red was open. And he's got the balls up here. He might as well go for it. The Charles won't miss it the second time. And Hamza just not making use of his chances. Just totally unused to these conditions and being intimidated completely by Charles. It's just not focused. One never knows what it is. Balls are all up nicely here. Is Charles going to make use of this chance? He's got a few this game. Balls are lying in ideal position to make a decent break. And he's a few points up already. I don't think Hamza is going to get back to the table here, to be honest. But I've been proven wrong earlier. Shaw missing a few opportunities early on, but he needs to put up a decent frame here. He hasn't been polished today. Some nice touches there. That's all Shaw needs to do. Just needs to flow and play smoothly. Shaw just playing it nicely. Got a great chance here to seal the game. And match for that matter. With 4-0 lead, Hamza is not going to come back. 3-0 is already very intimidating. There's an hour, 7 minutes left. And if you are 3-0 or 4-0 behind at this stage, it's almost impossible. Charles Jonk looking in complete control, composing himself, knows all the balls are up. He's just got to keep his focus. Nice. Soft stun on the red, on the blue to get on the red.
And then Adil Ahmed came and did a number on Ashraf Alibai on the green team. So some of the underdogs are performing well and getting through the games. But unfortunately, they come, they do not their best. Can't ask anything more.
Charles Jonk standing up, not sure of himself, trying to make sure.
Most of the rest, so you can imagine how nervous he will be with the spider. Definitely does not like this improvements. He's not comfortable with it at all, you can see. Well, he's a nervous player. Give him some time. He's going to get better.
Lovely touch, staying on the brown, giving himself a chance to just screw back slightly to pot the yellow and to be easy onto the green. So very well played by Charles up to the stage. And as I said earlier, I can't see Hamza coming back to the table. Charles will take this game away on this visit. That's a lovely touch. Soft screw back. And now he will do the same to stay on the green. And it's things are looking ominous for Hamza. Charles Jonk is going to be going 4-0 up after this visit. The difference is already 42. Can't see Hamza getting back to the table. Lovely touch by Shaw, making sure he's on the right side of the brown to get to the blue. Shaw's on a 42 break. With the first break above 50 for this match, hopefully. Nice touch, soft control. That's what Shaw does as well. And this is what the other players lack to do. They don't have that soft roll control. Everybody wants to hit too hard. That's what sets him apart from everybody else. Just overrunning the blue a little bit. So Shaw is on a 50 plus break here.
In this tournament,
Doing very well. 5 red clearance.
if Habib goes out
Great break from Shaw.
he's spotted the 8 last 8.
Lovely clearance from Shaw. Doing the business and very pleased with himself, I'm sure, because he's tried a couple of times to clean up and he's managing to clean up the table with 5 reds on the table. So well done to Shaw. Great break from him. So Shaw is now in a position of 4-0 up. Very intimidating position against Hamza. Not going to be easy for Hamza to come back. He's in a position which is going to be very hard to come back. It's almost impossible. In the allocated time, it's almost 1 hour left. He cannot reel off 4 frames in 1 hour. And he's going to have to pot a few balls at least. I think he'll want to just try and take a frame. But Charles not going to make it easy for him. He wants to finish up and do the business. That's what he's here to do. But he'll be very pleased with himself in making that 5 red clearance.
I think Charles just probably made like a 60 some odd break there to win the 4th frame. 60 some odd clearance.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our main sponsor, Gold Reef City, for putting up this magnificent event. Myri Brands, our drink sponsor, Purple Rain, our media partner, Basil Billiards and Q Masters, the venue setup team, 360 Sport, our streaming partner, and Andy Billiards, our clutch sponsor. Thank you to all of these for supporting this event. Without the support of these companies, these events are not possible. And it's these companies have had some good coverage with live TV. So if anybody wants to get on to the bandwagon and gain from this, contact the Pro Snooker group. All the details available on the website. There's a lot to gain from this. At the moment, there's some good coverage. We've got some good numbers hitting the streams. So there's some good way of advertising your company and getting on board and sponsoring an event. Contact the CEO, contact Pro Snooker. All the details available on the website. Charles Jonk with an opportunity early in this game. And he's right on the button there. And he'll seriously want to make a break right on this visit. There are 3, 4, 5 reds open. And he will be looking to do some early damage. Hamza has had chances, but I feel it's too late for him now. Because Charles is in the mood now after the break he made in the last game. He's really in the mood. There's our shot clock. Exactly 1 hour left and a few seconds. So the table on the right, table 2, is not going to be close to being finishing. Whoever takes the lead the next frame, I feel he's going to be in the pound seats to be winning that match.
So the little shot clock flash on the screen, well, it's 1 hour left. Definitely think that this match is going to go down to a time decision. I think the person that's doing this way is definitely going to be the distinct advantage. And the performance
Charles Jonk nicely on the red. Just be trying to pull it back to stay on the black a little bit, maybe. Just hampered slightly by the pink, but it's not too tricky. It's got a very steady cue action. Nice touch to get back on the black. Charles Jonk is now in the mood. That previous clearance, the previous frame, gave him some good confidence. Nice confidence boost. Nice touch, just staying there for the red to the corner. All he'll want to do is either come back for the blue on the shot or try to come back onto the black. Just weighing up his options. What's the best shot here? I think it is looking, I don't know if there's set there or something, but he's looking for something there. Maybe the pink can go. He's trying to see if he can get perfectly in the pink and nudge a few more reds out. He's definitely looking at that. So I'm not sure the pink can maybe go. From this point of of the camera, it doesn't look like it, but the way he was sizing it up, it can possibly go. So he's not exactly very straight on the red to run through. If he wants to go on the black, he'll have to come through. If he wants to stay on the pink, he just needs a slight screw back. But he'll want to be a little bit closer to the blue for the pink to go into the pack. So that's exactly what he's trying. Ah, it's just a slight screw. I think it might just be a bit short. He needed to be half an inch back. Can pot the pink. Not sure if he can go into the pack. If he can, he will take the shot on. He will definitely take the shot on if he can go into the pack. Well, he will go into it anyway because he's got no real other options. So it looks like that's the shot he's playing. Lovely shot by Shaw there. Just a bit unlucky. Very unlucky not to be getting a better result out of that. Played it nice and strong, but he has got a ball to the center. The black is up, but it cannot go into the right corner, so you can try and come across the pack on the bottom side of the pack and come onto the black. So it's not going to be easy to continue this break from where he is. The red is spottable. To get on a color is not, unless he's got an angle to glance off the pack to go onto the blue. So he'd be looking at different options here. Shot is very meticulous in his shot selection. Very good in his shot selection. He is a very meticulous player. Good break builder. So he will be giving this some serious thought and working out the best way to continue this break. So on 21 points at the moment. Shaw looking to play a double here. What's he looking to do? That's a very strange shot selection for Saul. Very unlike him to go for a shot with not 100% surety. The ball to the middle could go, but he wasn't sure of position there, so he refused it. Normally he would play a safety there, not give an opportunity to his opponent. But he was in the mood to break ball, and if it worked, he was in. But now Hamza's got a chance. Once again, not leaving the white in ideal position. And it becomes more difficult from here. It just snowballs. And you keep running out of position until you miss a ball. This becomes very difficult. And is he going to get a bit lucky? He does. Hamza needed some luck there. If he wants to get his first frame on the board, he's got a couple of reds. Red to the left center, red to the right center. The one to the right probably easier to get onto the color. The red to the left middle easier to pot. But he'll have to hold the white. It's just a tad too strong, but it's not too bad. Opportunity for Hamza to come right back into this frame. And trying to develop a red, and he gets it. Not easy. There is a red to the center also. Is he going to play that one? Or is he going to play this one on the top cushion? Not too hard, otherwise it's going to wobble in the pocket. And that's exactly what happens. As I've said time and time again. Those shots need a gentle touch. You play too hard, you need to be very, very accurate. The moment you are out by 1/10 of a millimeter, it stays out. So if you are thinking these pockets are big from your TV screens, it's not big. These are match pockets. It's the cloth, the slide on the cloth that sometimes makes it look easy, but you still have to be very accurate to pot. It's much more tighter than your average club pocket. But they are good conditions. We've seen some breaks made, we've seen some balls being potted. It's not difficult. If you come close enough, you will pot on these tables. Hamza checking the ref out to check whether it's touching or not. The referee not having a look, so Hamza will just sneak off that red and play safety. Oh, just a bit of a feather there. And snooker freshies don't count. So it's not a foul, you should do a freshie like in golf. So he had a bit of a freshie there, but he played it again nicely. Charles Young keeping the white tight. He's 1 point adrift. Shouldn't be a problem for him, not stressing him in any way. The match is secured. He's 4-0 up. Hamza just trying to get a frame on the board. And if he keeps giving Charles these opportunities, he's not going to get a frame on the board. Balls are nice and open. 9 balls on the table, so there's no 100 up. But Charles will still want to try and clear the table or make at least a 50 plus break. Nice slide screw back. I think he will try and play for the red to the top cushion. There isn't any other red readily available there. He needs a bit of an angle on that red on the top cushion. He's trying to develop it. I'm not too sure. No, he's going to leave himself an angle. He's left himself a perfect angle to play this shot to get back onto the black. Is now in prime position here. He will want to nudge into those 2 reds on the right of the pink. And if he manages to cannon into them nicely, he'll leave himself a red into the left pocket, and that's what he would be looking to do. He wouldn't just want to break into them without any results. So the target is those 2 reds to the right of the pink. That's what he wants to hit into. And it's a big target from where he is, and that's exactly what he's looking at, if you see. And if he doesn't get onto the red on the left, he might have one of those reds into the middle bag. So he's got everything to gain there and nothing to lose. Just got to make sure on the black. And he's played it very nicely. Just a bit unlucky to catch it too thick there. The red is potable into the left pocket, but not easy to get onto color. So he might choose to stay on the pink into the middle there. But it's not going to be easy. Just trying to see, can this red go? I think it can go to the left pocket. But from Charles' indications, that doesn't look like it, eh? Because he's looking at the long red. So he needs one good putt to continue this break. Unlucky there. Charles played a shot to nothing there and knows he left it more or less safe. But the same red that he went on has come up to give Hamza Muhammad a chance. His tables are very fast. The ball came right back up. So Hamza gets another opportunity here. It's just not controlling that white. And at least he's on the green. He's going to have to stroke more calmly if he wants to get good position and return his break every time. Playing again once, power screw back, and it leads you to nothing. It always leads you to nothing. As It's always better to come off a cushion, find a line. You'll have a more definitive direction. So this is only inexperience on the side of Hamza. I'm sure he will learn as he goes along. Playing a relatively good safety, Hamza. So he can still make an inroad back into this game. That was a good shot. Charles will have to pot a very good ball to come into this game. And I believe he's going to attack. He's going to try and pot a ball. Or he's looking at the opportunity. He will be playing a safety. So Charles wants to actually make sure he doesn't want to play one more game. It looks like he just wants to finish up on this game. He is 11 points up. Points in it. All the reds are at the bottom of the table. 6 reds, all below the bulk line. So we have 6 reds, all below the bulk circle, never mind the bulk line. Very strange situation. You don't see that often in a game of snooker. Okay, one ball is now come back out of there. Charles will be looking to send that red back down. Or maybe attempting a pot and hanging onto the blue. Unlucky case there for Charles. He's left Hamza up. Hamza will try and he has to make use of this opportunity now. If he wants to put his frame on the board, he's got no chance of winning this match with the time left, 45 minutes. He needs to win 4 games. Can't see that happening. They might only finish 2 frames if they're lucky. Hamza going for the big shot there. Always a danger of it staying in the bag if you miss. And now he's making it very easy for Charles. Charles just has to take these balls that are up. Every time he clears a red, the other one will become open. So the balls are in a challenging position, but Charles can clean up. Just needs to get hold of this white, and I think he's okay. Just overrunning the black. Overrunning the black, so might choose to pot the green in the middle and go down, or he could even possibly play a snooker, who knows. If Charles really does not want to come back for another game, he's going to try and roll up behind the green. And he's well capable of potting that blue into the right pocket, or even the green into the left middle. There, Charles pots a nice gentle pot into the middle, getting close to the cushion there, not easy. But there is a red potable there. Just has to stroke it in. Not worry too much of the position. The white will naturally come for the yellow or the green. And that's what Charles will want to do. He just wants to pot these last few reds and finish this game. Lovely shot.
influence can be what's the black on the moment if the net might go to Patali. I'm sorry, 5-4 to Patali. He'd be sitting at home now or wherever, having nightmares of pressing that black. So,
Nice spot on the yellow will position him on the red on the cushion. He'll be trying to nudge into those two reds if it is possible.
John's
And if not, it's fine. He's got those reds into the right pocket also, but he will want to take the red on the cushion to get it out of the way. It opens both other reds up for both pockets. So he's taking small colors, not chasing the big ones. He knows if he pots the balls, he's going to put score on the board, and that's what it is about in the end. Just running a bit short there. He wanted to be more straighter on the yellow, to take the yellow into the right corner to run into the reds. So he's got a bit of work to do with the white if he wants to get back to those reds. So he might be tempted to take the blue, to come off the bottom cushion, side cushion, and back down the balls. That would be the right shot. And he is playing that shot.
He's got the right temperament for the game. He's playing the game like he's down at the bottom of the club.
And that's a very well executed shot by Shaw. It's exactly what I contemplated, and he's nicely on that red. So the reds were in a difficult position, but he's taking them out clinically one at a time, making sure. Shaw showing us his expertise. He's not at the top of his game, I must be honest, but still very clinical in his approach and finishing the games. So not wanting to give Hamza an opportunity to come back. He's making full use of his chances. So he's just on the wrong side of the blue. You would have preferred being slightly on this side to run down to the last red. So he might be tempted to take the yellow if he's got an angle, or maybe even the pink to go around for the last red.
I'll tell you what.
It looks like it will be the yellow.
Yeah, the guys from the fourth snooker club definitely put in some good representation.
Nice turn run through there. A little bit straight on the red, but at least he's on the red. And this is Charles wants to do. He wants to just finish all the reds and not allow Hamza a gap into this game. He puts himself, gives himself a 19-point lead at the moment. Not giving Hamza an easy chance to come back. All the balls are available. So should Charles still miss, Hamza has got an opportunity, but he'll have to take it. Nice stroke through. Charles knows he couldn't do much with the white, so he came into the best possible position to be on the green. All he has to do is just focus on the green and drop on the yellow. Oh, Charles just misses that ball, and that was the ball that he needed. He's left himself perfectly on the yellow, and he's now made the task for Hamza to clean up very difficult. Hamza needs a clearance. He is 20 points behind. He needs all the balls. There we are, the shot clock showing us 40 minutes. If this game doesn't get won by Hamza, I see it finishing before 30 minutes up. So Hamza once again running away with the white. Just not controlling the white to give himself an opportunity to pot easy balls. He is a very good potter, but it's not easy to pot good shots all the time. So he'll want to play. Oh, he's attacking and just going for the shots. He's now resigned to his fate. He knows he's now got his back against the wall, now going for everything. Got away with it a bit. Charles will want to play safety here. He knows he has to just wait. He will wait and he'll try and play a good safety here. He is 18 points up at the moment. Just needs 2 balls. And he tried to play safe there, and I don't think he got the safety. He might have. Is the blue obscuring the green? It might be. So Hamza might have to play it from behind the green to try and come out. But if it is up, then it's unlucky for Hamza. It was too straight and he goes in off. And I'm afraid that might have been his last shot. That will be game, set and match for Shaul. He's not going to leave this chance. He'll want to clean this table, but most importantly, he's got to focus on the green because this is all he needs now. 22 points up. If he pots the green, it puts the game out of reach for Hamza.
Probably the best player that I've seen here in this arena in terms of being polished. is the female player for America. Then she was definitely, when I saw her walk around the table, she definitely looked absolutely.
And the brown to put it completely out of reach of Hamza. I'm sure you will be shaking Charles in after this.
And mentality,
He will not be coming back to the table, but Charles will probably pot the balls and not give him an opportunity to come back to the table.
that is the advantage of being properly groomed and coached. But if you have a word with them and you speak to them, you will see that most of us ability or most of
Nice soft stand of the cushion to be on the pink.
correct diet. It does not
Charles will play this with a bit of top to come across the black on the other side.
He takes that out of the diet. I believe that is the one part
Nice touch. And Charles shakes Hamza's in, and Hamza congratulates him. Well done to Charles Young
on your way.
and Hamza for making a gallant effort, not making use of his opportunity. Charles for being very polished and capitalizing on Hamza's mistakes. The number 1 seed is still here and strong.
Number 1 seed,
He has just won and he's in the last 8. So well done to Charles Young.
Charles Young.
Congratulations to him. There are matches at the next session, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. So make your way to the Gold Reef City and come support the matches. Thank you very much and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.